government, we try to be so fair to everybody. I met somebody here at the Farmfest. He says, let's get it to the schools first. Let's get it to some of the, along the main roads first. It doesn't have to be all done at once. I mean, try to eat the elephant all at once, it takes too long. So I'm glad we got a task force, and be glad to help you any way that I can.
I'll just leave you with one stat. 25% of our dairy members still have only access to the internet via dial-up, which is something that I learned when I was about 3 on a 300 baud modem. So when you really look at the limitations on their ability to take advantage of this, when you look at the economic impacts, the educational differences, and the gaps that are being made here by not having broadband to our rural communities and our farmers, it's something that's a task that's close to my heart. It's something we have to do as a nation, or creatively in each community. And so I think it's very important. I think it's the future, both in agriculture, and I think it's has to get done soon.
Well, I think clearly, as the day has progressed, that again, you've got picked up the internet access, and high-speed internet access is important. I'm glad you just walked in the room, because again, this is clearly important. It's clearly important to agriculture, for our ability to farm better in the future. I think farmers have always been the best stewards of land that I've ever come across, that I know. Despite some comments that other folks might make. Again, they are the best stewards of the land. Are we farming different today than we did yesterday? Sure. We know more today than we did yesterday. We know about no-till, we've got different technologies we can put on the ground. Are we going to have different technologies available to us 20 years from now? I sure hope so. And one of the real key drivers of that, whether that technology is available to us or not, is going to be the ability to get to the internet and high-speed internet and high-speed data transfer. We can be much better stewards of land going forward if we've got access to that kind of knowledge. If we don't, we're kind of stuck where we are when it gets right down to it. So I think it's very critical for us, not just in terms of our profitability, our production capacity, but also our environmental performance as we move forward.
Connectivity is key for success in the farming industry. The lack of connectivity will cost more than it costs for us to roll it out. I think that one of the big things we need to understand is that technology moves very quickly. 20 years ago, no one would have ever thought of a tractor steering by itself. Now, a tractor can follow a combine automatically and unload it. These are the technologies we didn't think about at the time that come through connectivity. So as technology evolves and the products we haven't even thought of yet will be able to be rolled out fairly quickly and efficiently. But connectivity is key to the technology moving forward. Without connectivity, things grind to a halt very quickly.
Well, my comments on this is that the future of agriculture is exciting and bright. Somebody's asked me, as a farm business management instructor, they asked me, what is the future of ag? Well, the reality is that it's going to be very different. You and I are going to see a different agriculture than our kids, when I was a kid, like these guys have all given examples of, I have five kids. By the time they get to be my age, agriculture will be different. And we need to be okay with the fact that agriculture is growing and embracing. We need to support our agricultural education, programming, and all the other technical education in STEM. So now we can make sure that we have a strong support network of people that can support you as farmers into the future. Otherwise, we won't have people to help you out to do those things. So we need to get connected. Ways to do that: get involved. Get involved with your local communities, different organizations. Make your voices heard. Be aware. Be a voice. Be a person, and be a connectivity, a connection, so that way people can understand that you are a farmer and that you do make a difference. And get involved and get active in your community, and be sure to ask questions and get involved and be part of the conversation.
Well, I want to thank our panelists for